Hi, I'm architect Monica Khosla Bhargav. I run an architecture and interior design practice by the name of Kham Consultants. Clients, when they visit us to discuss a project, be it a building, a new home, or renovating their existing place, the most important question is always, how much is it going to cost and how is the cash flow going to be organized? Before I start with the video, if you like this kind of content, please do consider subscribing to my channel. I talk about interior design, architecture tips, and even explain designs through reaction videos. So this question of the cost of renovation is such a gray area in everyone's mind because there are so many different categories of work involved and these are executed by different agencies. There's no one-stop solution and there's no single rate basis per square feet for this kind of work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list a few points that can help you to create a basic budget for your home renovation. So let's get into it. Before you start listing all the items of work that you're planning for your renovation, take a look at your space to check whether you need to dismantle any of the existing stuff. This could be walls, plaster, it could be electric lines, sanitary works, or furniture. Account a cost for the dismantling and the removal of the debris or the rubbish from the site. I'm not putting an amount to this because this can vary from site to site. The next thing that you need to budget for is the civil work. This includes construction of walls, concrete casting, cement plaster, or any other civil construction work that needs to be done. Waterproofing of the toilets or any of the areas which may be suffering from damp is also done now. And don't forget the anti-termite treatment. And if all of this is being executed, then a minimum cost of 100 rupees per square feet should be allotted. Now this is also when door frames and doors are fixed. And if you are fixing new doors in the house, then add a cost of 5,000 rupees per door. Dismantling and civil works, they are not the major costs in a renovation. The main expense starts if you're planning to redo the toilets and the kitchen. Sanitary works is an area of design where the range varies from the basic to the very luxurious. An assumption of, let's say, 60,000 rupees per toilet is good for a medium range budget for sanitary fittings, fixtures, and bathroom tiles. If you're looking at changing the electric wires and pipes, I wouldn't recommend any compromise on the cost on these as this is a safety issue and also these are concealed so they cannot be changed easily. The same also holds for data and telephone lines. Now switches are an area where a wide variety is available from those which can be customized and are very luxurious to the basic minimum. Our houses are highly dependent on electric points from the appliances in the kitchen to the mosquito repellent in the room. And I would recommend a minimum cost of say 300 rupees per square feet for electrical works. Now coming to fittings, I remember once at a site I was checking the lighting layout when the electrician came up to me and said, "Didi, ekta bangla kotha bolbo. Char dewale char tube light diye din prochur alo hoye jabe." Now this kind of a basic layout which uses LED tubes and a fan, it just works out to say 40 rupees a square feet. But the moment you're looking at creating an illumination plan which enhances the mood and the decor of the place, the cost starts going up diabolically. At a very minimum, the architecture and decorative lights would cost, let's say, 75 rupees a square feet. Architectural lights also require a false ceiling for them to be fitted. So using these would mean an additional cost of the false ceiling, which would be at least a minimum of, let's say, 60 rupees a square feet. Ours is a tropical country and it's hot for the greater part of the year. So don't forget to add the cost of air conditioners. And if you're going to be using split ACs, then also account for the cost of installation, the water drainage, and the conduits. I would assume a budget of, let's say, 200 rupees a square feet for air conditioning. Flooring is another one of those items where the choice and the price range is endless. My preference, of course, would be that you polish your existing floor, be it mosaic, marble, or even your existing red cement floor. This would keep the cost to a basic minimum, let's say 25 rupees a square feet, and also it would prevent a wastage of the resource. But in case you have to fit in a new floor, many options are available. Tiles, mosaic, marbles, granites, wood floor. I recommend using vitrified tiles. They are durable, easy to maintain, available in a vast number of colors and sizes, and they're easy on the pocket too. These would cost a bare minimum of say 100 rupees a square feet, which would include the cost of labor and underbedding materials. It's never a good idea to compromise on the cost of labor as it spoils the quality of the work. Where budgets are tight, it's always better to go in for a cheaper product. Marbles are another preferred choice for floors. India has the best stones in the world according to me, and they are specially suited for Indian conditions. But remember that they are part of our natural rock structure. They are an important resource, quite irreplaceable, and they should be used with care and caution against wastage. Marble fixing also requires intensive labor and underbedding materials, and add that to the cost of the floor. At a very minimum, it should cost you 110 rupees square feet. Adhesives are another excellent option used to fix floors, but they work out marginally more expensive. Let's move on to the walls. A layer of putty is added after the plaster and before the paint to prepare the surface of the walls for the finish. When we calculate the area of the paint surface, we multiply the floor area by 5. This way we can account for the area of the roof and the 4 walls. For an acrylic emulsion finish over putty, we can set aside a budget of let's say 35 rupees a square feet and multiplied by 5, that should work out to 175 rupees a square foot. A major cost component is furniture. My advice on this is, as far as possible, reuse your existing furniture. Repair it, be creative, give it a fresh new look. Wood is like gold. Conserve it as far as possible. But doing up furniture from scratch in your house would mean a minimum cost of 1000 rupees a square foot. Add to that the soft furnishings, that is the curtains, and you have another 30 rupees a square foot. Mattresses, pillows, bed linen, cushions, rugs and accessories, they would add up to another 60 rupees a square foot. It's also highly recommended to add a small fire extinguisher in your house, so at that cost. Safety is very important. Have I forgotten something? Maybe. There are so many items in a renovation, and then again they vary from person to person. So let me set aside a small amount of let's say 50 rupees a square feet in my budget for the miscellaneous. Now let's add up and see. We seem to be at a minimum cost of 2400 rupees per square foot. Of course, this is according to me and my idea of the materials that should be used, but you have the pointers and the account heads now. So go ahead, look for the products and materials that suit you and create your renovation budget. Remember, be careful where you want to cut corners and don't compromise as far as safety is concerned. And if this video helped you to plan your home renovation budget, then don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Do drop me a comment below if you have any confusions or if you enjoyed this kind of content.